What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The Razorbacks line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it to the left. Breaking tackles. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Holstein. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Razorbacks are in the red zone. They'll run it here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add their lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it again. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And the returner is brought down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Gives it to the back. Breaking through defenders. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Movement here from the tight end. An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Razorbacks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
KC. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds. Here's second down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. To throw, it's Sellers. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. An explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, or the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Handoff running right. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
With a defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Holstein. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. It's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on 4th down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
The Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To throw, it's Holstein. Quick throw over the middle. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the out route. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the Razorbacks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
So here we go. Off the huge gain they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. That's a design quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking to pass this time. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's complete downfield. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Kick is up and no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, South Carolina. No chance to catch him.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happened to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Running with purpose. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's the second down play. To the air. It's Holstein. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Holstein. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in a hurry-up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Looking for the wide out. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So second down after the incompletion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Bringing pressure. And he's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. The ball is caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. They have battled back to go in front now. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. And now the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
That run sets up a critical third down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off. Offense moving into a bunch formation. Here comes a handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Tailback with another carry. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hogs.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes them pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Again, makes it second and medium. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. And the tailbacks got it again. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. It. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. And he lofts it toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And the Gamecocks will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the ball is away from his own end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Caught quickly. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and we'll see more positive yards after the catch here.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense... battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a 1st down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires it to the wideout. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. You're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a 2nd overtime. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.